We're live again. Look at that. We're live. Don't know how, why, what, and where, but we're here. Well, for those that might have missed the live stream in the middle of the night last night, here I am doing one earlier, not the middle of the night. Just for those that may not have caught it live. Try to do a round out balance here, make everybody happy, and give them all something fun to laugh about. I don't know, but we're here. Hello, everyone. I don't know. Nobody's here yet. Nobody's here yet. But that's okay. I can randomly talk to myself and just make a fool out of myself. Absolutely. Totally. Lovely Sherry is here first, though. Sherry. Sherry, baby. Sherry. Sherry, baby. Yes, the lovely Sherry is in the house. She is number one tonight, as she should be. The lovely Sherry. Hi, Sherry. How's your day going? No, Sherry wasn't second because she popped up first in the chat, so she is number one. Don't be sorry about last night, Professor. I didn't mind. Didn't care. I thought it was funny, actually. Well, you opened the door, so you're trying to be a gentleman there, LDG, but she did walk through the door first, so she is number one. And there was no reason to be sorry. It was funny as shit. I thought it was funny. I was giggling. Things like that happen again, I don't care. 100 degrees, but she's inside on the AC on. Yeah, well, it only made it to 89 here. You fell asleep listening on your phone and accidentally timed somebody. It was only Courtney, so don't worry about it, Professor. It was comical. Stuck in her car anyway, couldn't have done a damn thing. So it was funny. It was comical. We're supposed to have a special guest tonight, but he hasn't arrived onto the stream yet, as the title says. But you know how that happens. Anyway, how's everybody doing? We see it's hot for Sherry. Only made it to about 89 here today, but then pop up thunderstorms kept popping up over me, so it kept the temperatures down. Didn't quite get as hot today, and got more humid because of the rain. So there's that too. Yeah. But I don't feel it because I am sitting in the air conditioning in a little room with the air conditioner pumped, and it's not below 70 degrees. It's not above 70 degrees in here. Pickles foot. Pickles, as in LDG. Pickles. LDG is supposed to be up here. He said he was bringing his foot. Pickles, where are you? Pickles. Yes, Pickles foot is cheating on you, Gorilla. You should have something. You should really have something to say about that one and go after Pickles foot for that. Should really go after him there, Gorilla. Get on him. Yell at that foot. Yell at Pickles foot for cheating on you. Pickles foot is getting ready. Must be cleaning the toe jam out of there and trying to shave the hair off the big toe or something. I don't know. his foot shit out on the front lawn. Last son of K is in the house. Yeah, I thought I'd do if I did a show early enough. Last son wouldn't be sleeping through it. So here we are. We're back for a second day in a row. Toe Jam, that's right. Toe Jam and Earl. Wait a minute, my middle name's Earl. We've got a video game going tonight. Toe Jam and Earl. Yeah, it was a fun Sega game back in the day. That's right. Pickles' foot is out on the front lawn now. Well, he's putting on the rip for his pleasure shoelace right now. See that, Gorilla? Really cheating. You're going to have to go after that Pickles' foot. LDG, tell your foot that your shit's out on the front lawn. Gorilla threw it all out. I went to bed 5 minutes too early. I ended the stream 5 minutes, and then last son woke up. Yes, Jill and I were having fun just randomly talking about shit last night. But here, we are back for round two. I don't expect this to go 3.5 hours, though, folks. Not going to go 3.5 hours. Unless certain conditions are made and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, yada, 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 and all that garbage. But hey, right now, we are sitting there. And chilling. Hopefully, Papa Cotton didn't show back up tonight asking me about random TV shows and episodes and making me explain random TV shows and episodes. That could turn into a weird thing, especially if he asked me about My Little Pony again because I've never watched that freaking show. Never will watch that freaking show. No My Little Pony shit. I see that. Uh oh, here comes the foot. Here comes the foot. And the foot
Hey.
walks away. Oh, he's fingering us now, folks. Look at that. We've just been fingered.
All right, what's going on?
Nothing. I'm doing a live
What's
stream
wrong
for
with you?
those.
2 streams within 24
I
hours? Are you
I'm
okay?
doing
Are
I'm
you
doing
dying?
this. Yes,
Oh my
I
God,
am.
you're dying.
But besides that part of it, I am here because some people missed the live stream last night because it was too damn late at night. So I'm doing one a little bit earlier for those that might have missed last night. They could catch one today.
Shit, I missed last night's one and I was there.
I know you were sleeping right through it. You were sleep talking.
You guys should have been there. It was so funny. I was so tired. Sitting there talking to you guys. 5 minutes after I realized I accidentally kicked myself off the panel.
Yeah. See, nobody can blame me. I didn't
One
kick
of
him
my
off
one of
the
my
panel.
most riveting rants I ever had gone to the wind because I checked my phone. I'm like, man, it's really quiet. I'm on a roll here. Disconnected.
Well, it was middle of the night. I started like right before midnight last night and ended like after 3 a.m. So it
And
was
I was
like a
barely
really,
able
really,
to move
really.
my. I was barely able to speak too, man. I'm telling you,
Hello, DJ Play Nice. Wee.
would have been real funny if I would have stayed on. But anywho, that's neither
That's
here or there.
okay.
You're streaming. You're streaming way too often right now. Like you basically
Anti-derivative
just.
Jill came up and saved the stream last night, even though I was logging off at that point, and she kept me on for another 90 minutes. So
It's funny how married women can keep you up like that.
I know it. That's because I'm perfectly safe, and they know I am, so they can hang out with me and be comfortable. It's the single ones that are in trouble. Yes, that is a special guest. So special we had to get a helmet for him, Thomas. A little face guard to make sure it didn't lick windows. But he's outside staying in front of a window right now, acting like a creeper.
I keep my eye
Sherry's
on the.
Sherry's sitting there saying, "I was promised a foot. I want to see it."
Yeah, I wasn't that's Deej promised a foot. I didn't freaking sign anything. Foot didn't sign anything.
When I came to the backstage and said I
It's just
was
clickbait.
going to stream, what did you tell me? You said you were bringing your foot. So I took that as a literal thing that you were going to bring the foot. So I put it in the title.
I said I'm bringing my foot. My foot's not bringing me. The foot isn't the main character. He's just here. He's not
Hey,
getting up
Gap.
on the mic or anything.
What up, Gap?
Guys, you wouldn't want him talking anyway. He's really
They don't want to. They don't want to hear the talk. They just want to see it. Well, at least Sherry.
Oh,
This is better conversation than last night when they were trying to get me to wrestle you.
yeah. You're gonna have to give him some baits. Why don't you put your ass up on the screen and then maybe he'll come out and accidentally break a
I'm
monitor.
not putting my ass on the screen. I get the damn channel taken down.
Not your actual.
Here, I got something that should bring it out.
Oh God, don't ever say that again.
Grogu. There we go. I'm not going to sumo wrestle in a bunny outfit either. Thomas, last son, actually didn't ask me to sing in the shower. He only hired me to sing Happy Birthday. I was the one that added the shower, and yeah. He did ask me to sing Happy Birthday in the unicorn outfit. But
wait, you didn't ask for the shower?
I added the shower part myself just to
Poor
make
guy wanted a birthday song and he got freaking Deej nude in the shower. Dude,
no, I wasn't nude. I was wearing the rainbow unicorn outfit in the shower.
But you were nude under that, getting wet, singing to a man, happy birthday.
No, it wasn't to him. He hired it to be done to a female that is in another Discord group, and he wanted it done for her.
Yeah, for a female who's like comatose right now at the local general hospital after
she was actually spreading the video out to all kinds of her friends. She's the one.
No, I think she was. No, I think when she originally saw it, she had a stroke and she accidentally freaking stroke clicked share to a whole bunch of friends.
And that's why it had like 650 some views for the video.
Yeah, people having strokes and hitting refresh too many times or play again.
I think she watched it about 4 or 5 times. I think she watched it about 4 or 5 times.
You think that?
And then the next video where I was actually naked in the shower singing Patsy Cline, that was my idea mostly. Except I asked that Discord channel. I said, first one to throw out a song, that's what I'll do. And the first song that was thrown out at me was Patsy Cline's Crazy, so I did it. And that was by a chatter that goes by the name Fireball, which you accused me of being a drunk for that one, and I was completely sober.
Yeah, like you didn't take advantage of that one.
I didn't drink at all for that one. I still have almost. Well, it's a little less than half now after last night.
Oh, quite a bit. Last night, yeah.
Well, hey, I was paid to drink. I was paid to do a couple of shots last night, so I did them. But there's still quite a bit of Fireball left in the bottle. If I was to drink what's left in the bottle, I'd probably be slurring my words tonight. JP's is in the house now.
What up, JP's? What up, Gap? What up,
TJ? Oh, see, I'm so slacking. I even forgot to put up the link for tonight, damn it. See that? It got me all, I'm all slacking here.
What up, Rezo? What up, Thomas? What up, Sherry?
There we go. Now we're back on.
Sherry.
Now we're back on track. How we should be. There we go. Who's Smexy? I don't know what the hell's going on with the bot. It's not working again, Sherry. Some bitch refuses to work again. I mean, half the time I got to reload every damn thing just to make it to work, and it'll last for about 3 or 4 streams, then it quits again. I don't understand it. Fucking pisses me off. And Scotty's in the house, and he's asking also, who's Smexy? I don't know who Smexy is. I just don't know. Is that smelly and sexy put together, or is it? I have no idea. She a Lunchable? Can you eat her? I don't know. Inquiry minds want to know. LTG is outside, probably drinking. Oh, there's the foot. There you go, guys. You got a foot.
Hey, I'll tell you. I'll come on when I'm ready to come on. All right? Fuck. Well, fucking tell me when I'm gonna come on. Busy. I got shit to do. You know how many holes I have? You got like 3. I got like 12. I gotta fill them all.
What the hell is this? Ankle socks? Little tiny ankle socks, or you get regular socks you just crunch down? I don't know. What you decide that. JP says girly socks. I think he froze up, folks. The foot's just stuck there now.
Yeah, the foot left already.
It's
He
still on
made his
screen.
appearance. There you go.
Still on screen. It's just like
It's
frozen.
just frozen because I blocked out. Yeah. Yeah, he likes the low cut. He likes the low cut socks, you know. That's his
Ankle booties.
No, they're not that low.
Scotty said they were ankle booties.
No, they're above the ankle slightly. I mean, there's ones that go below the ankle.
At least he doesn't have those 70s socks that go clear up to his knees, folks. So let's give him that much.
All right, cauliflower is ready. Sorry, guys.
Who the hell eats cauliflower?
Cooking
Ew.
dinner. Fucking, you do it the right way, dude. It tastes good as shit.
Cauliflower. Ugh.
Oh yeah.
It's like eating anemic brains. Hell, even Rock Solid showed up in the middle of the night, but he kept complaining that YouTube was deleting all his comments every time he said Fireball in it. I don't know what the hell was going on with that. DJ Play Night said cauliflower 2 days ago. And JP's likes cauliflower apparently raw in French onion dip. And Sherry says the long socks folded at the bottom of the shoe make ankles socks like we did in the 90s. And Scotty says cheese sauce makes cauliflower delish. Thomas said YouTube is removing a lot of comments now. So yeah, YouTube's went crazy now. They're removing anything. Probably removing the word fireball because too many people are asking the, you know, fireball. I don't know. JP wears compression socks. Jerry hates them. And JP socks almost reach his knees.
Check,
Well,
check, check. There we
you
go.
know, when you're a short person, even ankle socks will reach your knees.
Sorry, even my my battery went out.
Yeah, see what happened.
I don't know how to do this. Hmm. How do I charge this so I can walk around?
Can't. And Gorilla said, leave it to the fucking Canadians to spell cheese with a Z. I'll leave it to a gorilla to spell spiel instead of spell. Spiel? Spell? Come on now. Not pick on grammar when we're not doing grammar right ourselves. Yes,
All
Larry
right, I
Bird
think I
did wear
found a
knee socks.
alternative. Bluetooth on.
Yes, ham hands. Ham hands are good for certain things. Ladies love ham hands for some things, especially if you spank them. They like that with the ham hands. Jerry, am I
Come
correct on
on.
that? The Wizard of Cheese. We call him the Cheese Whiz. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow yellow brick road.
I hate pairing devices.
So complicated. Heavy breathing, folks. You know, you could have just
Right?
finished up your food and brought it back in and then got back on the microphone, and it probably would have been quicker than trying to pair the devices.
Yeah, I know.
Follow the plastic in an aerosol can. Resolute Germ is back in the fray here, and no gorilla hooker socks only came in fishnets. And
There we go.
JP's does weird things in fishnets too.
Oh,
All right. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can barely hear you. How about
That's
now?
that's because I'm talking very softly.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, that's good. It's good that you can hear me now.
Shut up.
Yes, it does look like a walkie-talkie. It's actually a baby monitor. You should just set up baby monitors in all the room and have them hooked in, piped in. So, what should we talk about tonight, folks? I don't know. I used up all my words of wisdom last night. I'm waiting for Mr. Lundell to figure out that I'm streaming and get another what the fuck. An LDG foot or snoring monitor. Now that would be fun too. There you go, Gap. You're coming up with the ideas.
Now, anything new with Trump cursing on screen today?
That was just all funny stuff. I laughed my ass off when I heard that.
Yeah, so did I.
And I love all the fake outrage over it.
Yeah.
Not like it's the first politician ever to cuss on camera.
Like I was saying, totally sounded like my dad first.
I remember when Obama was president and Biden said that this is a pretty big fucking deal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I remember my dad.
I remember all these Democrats in the last few months cursing up down a storm all the time. Fuck it. How we talk now. God damn it. Didn't they watch Star Trek 4? It's part of the verbiage of the time. We just talk like that. It's like double dumbass on you. Yes, LTG does sound like he's in the bathroom, but he's not because I can see his bathroom door straight ahead and it is shut, so he is not there. He is actually in the kitchen trying to make cauliflower.
I'm actually on the patio eating it now.
Oh, he's out on the patio eating his cauliflower because you know the patio is so much upper class to go outside and eat.
I got my pinky up.
A lot of us up here, we don't eat outside this time of year because we don't want the fucking bugs trying to fly off the damn food. And yes, Gap, I can believe that the crazy people in New York are trying to elect a socialist mayor. I can believe that because they're retarded. But it's not the first time they elected a socialist mayor. Come on now. That Blumenthal or whatever his name was, he was a socialist too.
Mm.
Can you believe they put out a trailer trying to make us think that Spaceballs 2 might be actually good? That's the question. Can you believe that? Because we already know it's not going to be good. It's going to be a dog crap.
Right. Did they already start filming?
I don't know if they've started the actual total filming, but I don't know. Mel Brooks put out a thing, said it was being done and it would be done by, I think, 2027.
Oh, God.
Hello, Darren Wagner. Hey, we do not have you blocked here, Darren, and we do not make you subscribe to the channel to even talk. We are better over here.
You might not even be alive by the time the movie comes out.
They're gonna put his head in a jar and feed it with fish food. But people thinking Spaceball 2 is going to be good. Didn't the fucking morons watch History of the World Part 2? They should know everything that comes out now out of Mel Brooks is going to be fucking garbage.
Because it depends what writers he buys.
Oh, you know, the writers these days aren't the best, so just look at basically almost anything and everything now. And Darren is in the house.
Good evening, infidels. How are you?
Good evening, Darren Wagner.
So, whose other channel were you referring to about banning and stuff?
Well, I seen that a very salty person had it to where you had to be a member.
Oh,
You had to
yeah.
subscribe to
Yeah.
even talk in this chat now.
Yes, he wants to be a puke with impunity. So, yeah.
You know what happened after I saw that?
What's that?
I unsubscribed.
You and a whole bunch of other people have over the years. So, but I hope things turn around for him. I actually do.
And Thomas Potts has never even got around to History of the World Part 1. Now there's an infidel.
I don't think I've seen. Okay, so I've seen uh, 3 Mel Brooks films in total. I know he's made more than that, and I know they're all probably very funny. But the ones I've seen, of course, are the one that everybody has seen, Blazing Saddles. My favorite of which, though, was Young Frankenstein. I just love
Young
the fact that
Frankenstein.
yeah, I love the fact that they actually found the old film stock that like Universal had used to film those monster movies. They still had some of it left in the 70s, and that's what they used to shoot it. So it's authentically shot, and I love that. And then obviously Spaceballs as well. And I'm a little disappointed because for years and years and years we were told that the sequel to Spaceballs, if it ever came out, would be called Spaceballs 3: The Search for Spaceballs 2. And it would be more Star Trek, than Star Wars, but apparently that's not the case. So.
But in the movie, they said Spaceballs 2: The Search for More Money.
They did say that, yes, but then the idea was that they were searching for that movie in the sequel.
Yeah, well, it'll be crap.
Well, we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens.
I mean, History of the World Part 1 was funny as hell.
Yeah.
And then I watched History of the World Part 2, and that was nothing but total garbage.
I've seen a couple of scenes from one of the History of the World movies, and the one that I remember was Mel Brooks stumbling into a room with Jesus and his disciples, and he looks at Jesus Christ and goes, "Jesus Christ," and then Jesus says, "Yes."
Yes.
Like, and then the guy kept saying it. Oh, Jesus Christ! And yes, I'm right here. It's like, and yeah. But I saw that a long time ago when I was a kid.
So I have no faith in History of the World Part 2 over that. No. Or no faith in Spaceballs 2. I can see it's probably going to be filled with more Star Wars crap.
Well, yeah, not right now. Star Wars is ripe to be made fun of, and if they stick to making fun of the powers that be, then that will be even better. But I'm sharing a little something here. I want to share with you.
I know, I seen it. I was putting something down so you can put up your Demi-Foot Urban Sasquatch commercial.
Ladies and gentlemen, Demi-Foot still has 49 days remainder, but only has currently 17 backers. I would love to be able to produce this comic, but I need another 80%. So, but there's all kinds of wonderful things you can get here. You can get just an issue of the comic if you want for $15. You can get an issue of the comic plus 20 plus a jumbo javelin trading card. The next tier down is the T-shirt tier, which has everything you already heard of plus the T-shirt. Then the lunchbox tier, lunchbox made of 100% pure metal.
Yeah, so you can whack somebody over the head with it.
Yeah, well, you might damage it. Yeah, some skulls are thicker than others.
Hey, that's what we used to.
We have the immortalization tier. If you really want to help us out, we will go ahead and put your name immortalized on the back cover. And then the final one is one that I only had room for 3. We've got 2 out of 3 already claimed, but you get everything you already talked about. We already talked about plus a cameo character based on you in the comic. But this is a monster hero, a man monster hero, and you'll get on the ground floor. So
Like 10 minutes.
That is what my life has been about here for the last couple of months, getting this ready. So go ahead and close that. That's on Indiegogo. Anything any tier you can afford to afford would be much appreciated. It is a fixed goal campaign, which means that if you give money to this and it does not reach the $8,000 goal, everybody gets refunded.
See, that's a good thing. It's not a scam like
Yeah.
some of the people out there do.
Yeah, there are unfortunately a lot of comic book creators who do it differently, where they just keep all the money as it comes in and never make a book. And but yeah, I figure with the fact that if we don't make a goal, it gets refunded. That would be very attractive to somebody like LDG who loves to get refunds anyway.
Yeah, there you go. It's a match made in heaven. And hello, Jeffrey Nelson and his AI girlfriend that said hi to me.
But before I make jokes about LDG too much, he has been instrumental in helping me with this campaign. The trailers, of course, have all been his work, editing, cutting them together, coming up with some AI flourishes and things like that. So he's already shown his support to me. So in that project, so he's not obligated, in my opinion, to back it in any way. But,
And no, sorry, JP's, the lunchbox does not come full of cheese curds.
Yeah, it doesn't. But what it comes with is your T-shirt in it, along with the jumbo trading card. The comic book won't fit in the lunchbox, so that'll be fastened to a stiff back, and then towards attached to that. So it's but it should be a fun little thing to get once we get around to funding it.
Yeah, I'm glad Jeffrey rephrased that because his AI girlfriend said ho to Sherry, and then apparently it was supposed to be hi and not ho. Jeffrey is not a typist.
Hi ho!
Hi ho, hi ho. It's
Seeing all the AI videos people are doing of Rachel Zegler, like getting punched in the face and shit from in the movie. It's freaking hilarious.
Oh well, who cares about Rachel Zegler? Now she's pulling the whole psychiatric bullshit to try to get people to feel sorry for her. And she's leaving Hollywood.
It reminds me of that chick who came up with the brilliant idea to use Dylan Mulvaney to sell Bud Light, and then she, took Bud Light from being the number one beer seller in the United States to like third, and she ended up, being dismissed from the company and having to go into psychiatric assistance and stuff. So imagine having to live with that kind of a failure. At this point, honey, you should just find a man and be a housewife.
Yeah, apparently, Shifty wants to have a double feature because Snow White's on Disney Plus and Minecraft is on Max. Not sure why you'd want to have that as a double feature, but hey, you be you, Shifty. Oh, I heard a toilet flush somewhere.
Okay.
LDG used the side door and go to the bathroom on us, and then he wanders back outside.
So what else is new?
Not much is new.
I appreciate the play-by-play.
I'm just keeping everybody up to date since you're not on camera. Now he's masturbating, folks. He's pounding that thing hard.
Sorry, she only gives me a couple minutes of the day.
Well, that's all you can muster anyway.
It's enough.
Ba-dum-bump.
Gets the job done when you know how to do it on command.
That's way too much Sherry said it sounded like it was painful. Well,
Pain is good.
he's talking on a walkie-talkie there, Gap. His headphones
The
battery
Bluetooth
ran out.
speaker.
Was LDG
Headphones are
masturbating with a
charging.
cheese grater again?
Something. I don't know what the hell. He's out on
Now
the deck.
that's ribbed for his pleasure. Shit.
Oh, that's where he gets the ribs. Yes, it's on like a little Bluetooth thing because his headphone died because he didn't charge it properly, and now he's using a little ball thing to talk into.
The cheese grater helps it, especially when you get a nice coat of hot wax on it, and the cheese grater just feels like a vibrator.
Yes, 47-yard town, another deed stream. Two
Really
in
cool.
less than 24 hours. Feel privileged.
So, who here owns or has at least heard of something called a labubu?
Not I.
I heard of a libido.
Okay, never mind.
Not a boo boo.
The only boo-boo I know is a little bear that wanders around with a guy named Yogi.
I'm gonna say a la boo boo. Was gonna say it sounds like a woke version of Yogi the Bear.
Yeah, it's just French translation, so yeah, you're pretty much right.
It's not French, it's Chinese.
But you know, the French version of Yogi, he surrenders his picnic basket. Sherry asked, "Is it an elf?"
It is kind of an elf. Labubu are these, they come from China, and they're sold by not PopCon. Let's see, they're sold by Pop Mart, which is a retailer, but they also have vending machines. And the interesting thing about the vending machines is that it's a mystery box thing. You put money into it, and the box that comes out might have a little boo boo in it, but it might have something else in it too. And so, what you have is people who go up to these vending machines, spend money until they get the labubu, and then they stand like 20 feet away from the machine and want to sell it to you for they're scalping it basically.
Profit.
Yeah. And yeah. But they basically they remind me a little bit of the characters in Where the Monsters Are. Oh, so you got your fireball on, huh?
No, I haven't drank any.
Oh yeah, fireballs for faggots. What you need
What?
is what you need is Fireball whiskey from Old Smoky, which I sell.
I'm poor. I can't afford.
Oh, what do you mean? It's the same price as Fireball. It's just that
I paid for that. I paid for that one back in April. It's just been sitting around here since April.
Yeah, it's the same price, but I think you'll find that it has a little bit better flavor and a lot of bite to it. A little bit more bite. That's what you're looking for. You want to feel like you're drinking Dentine gum. Go ahead.
When I get rich, I will come to you. I will ask you for the link. I will order some, and then I will do an online critique, see how it compares. And we will see if I can get the hiccups while drinking Wagner's brand.
Well, I do have a private label too. Now, this is okay. Let me show you this here. So, as nobody here knows probably, I have my own private label whiskey that's apple flavored. It's called apple pie, but although to me it tastes more like apples than apple pie. But I got a new one coming out, and we're working on the label today. It is butter pecan, and it's going to be a cream. So here's the tentative design. It's subject to change for the label for Wisconsin Brothers Moonshine. So we have to see which one looks better once we get the color of the whiskey or the moonshine there. But it is let's see. 100 proof, so 50%, and which isn't too bad. It's not like Everclear or anything like that, but you know, it's gonna be a potent creamer.
Well, let me see. Shifty likes buttered pecan. It's the second best ice cream flavor, so he might like that.
Oh, yeah,
Thomas
you-
Potts said we need to make a Rocky Mountain oyster flavored whiskey for Bill.
Yeah, he likes them gonads.
Jeffrey Nelson says we have a framed picture of Richard Nixon in my town's only tavern. No one knows exactly why it was put on the wall. Probably
Aqua Velva.
because aqua flavored, not aqua velva, flavored.
Well, no,
So it's
no,
water.
that's what JP said. JP said, "Was that like what the fuck Aqua Velva whiskey?" That's what I was like.
That's because he heard aqua.
Darren, we should make a new brand. I know what we should do. We need to get a brand for Deej called 60 But Willing.
Called what?
60 But Willing.
Hi, wise guys. I'm not 60 yet, so fuck off.
No, she is.
Well, there's been a few times. It's okay. I was 30 and I was pointing a 65-year-old. She was willing. And last sentence says, keep Everclear away from Deej. She'll snort it. No, that was when I was 19, 20. I don't think I'll snort the Everclear.
You quit making all that racket.
Oh, you're hearing that? Sorry.
Well, yeah.
Just give it a few more minutes. My headset charges really.
Let me show you something here. Been playing
As long
around
as it's
with Grok.
PG.
Oh yeah, it's PG.
That's the guy in a candy truck once said to me.
Been playing around with Grok, casting different actors and actresses as Star Trek characters and other things. This is Anya Taylor-Joy as an Andorian security officer.
No clue who she is.
You don't know who Anya Taylor-Joy is?
No.
You never saw The Witch? You never saw
No.
any of those movies? I'm just going
No.
to put that on repeato. No, see, she's beautiful, but she also has eyes that are really big and they're kind of far apart, which means that she can really sell an alien too, right? So that's her as an Andorian. This is her as a Romulan villain, which I think she can look very villainous when she turns up the intensity on her eyes. What's that?
Okay, Shifty said she's Furiosa.
Yeah, she is Furiosa. That's correct.
I didn't watch that either.
Yeah. She was in the Northman, I think this is what it was called. She was in
a burger movie.
She's also apparently playing Princess Peach, I heard. But anywho, then we got Dean Cain as Captain Marvel. Which
Dean Cain, I could see as Captain Marvel.
Yeah, because I mean, he looks more like Captain Marvel to me than he looks like Superman, especially now that he's older. Because he's got the nose. If you ever looked at like the old C.C. Beck original Captain Marvel cartoons or comic strips where he's got the squinty eyes and he's got the kind of a bit of a puffy nose. That's I think that works, you know. So what else do I have here? No, that's about it. But I thought I'd show you those. Those were pretty fun.
Buddy from Seinfeld is Captain Marvel.
You mean the guy who played the Tick? Yeah, he'd make a good one too, but he's a little bit too old at this point. I mean, when he was playing the Tick is when he should have played Captain Marvel. But
Thomas Potts requests that you make LTG Pizza the Hut.
He already is. What are you talking about?
He ate himself. That's why he's quiet now, Thomas. I don't know. Maybe his other thing went out too now, so now he has no thing for sound.
I'm just doing some things here.
All right, so I got a folder. I have a folder though that I should probably show you of my full casting choices, and these are, I mean, just checking to see if any of them are dirty. Nope, none of them are dirty. Okay, good. Most of these are Star Trek, but these are going to be still images, casting various people as characters in Star Trek and other things. So this is obviously Asmongold in the original series.
Well, at least he looks like he took a shower there.
Yeah. Another generic Star Trek Asmongold. This is him as sort of like Picard, kind of. But he is going bald, so that might end up being him anyway soon. All right, so Anya Taylor-Joy, again, this is what that animation was made from. Again, I think that she's got a great look for playing any character on Star Trek, especially a non-human.
See you, DJ.
And so then we have, this is her as a Vulcan in the original series. And again, I think she could pull that off extremely well. And,
what program are you using?
Shoot. This is Grok. It says that's why it says
Grok.
Grok down here. Yeah. So some of them are better than others. This one isn't so good. Again, Romulan Anya Taylor-Joy, and this was the best one out of the bunch because it makes her look more evil here. This is her, as you know, a original series character. Of course, they didn't have belts on their uniforms, but
Actually, she looks like the one from the Cage episode.
Could be, yeah. But her natural hair color is blonde, so this kind of works too, having her play a human. This was I heard that Bill Bixby had tried out for the part of Captain Kirk at one point, and so I thought, well, what would Bill Bixby look like as Captain Kirk? Of course, Grok uses all available pictures of Bill Bixby, and it couldn't seem to use any of the ones from when he was younger, so it cast an older Bill Bixby as Captain Kirk. I thought that was kind of an interesting idea. And yeah. Now, a couple of fantasy Doctor Who castings here. Obviously, Henry Cavill as a version of the Doctor, which I think that they wouldn't do unless it was a major motion picture. He would never, at this point in his career, especially. Well, he might, because let's say he did The Witcher. So if they turned Doctor Who, like licensed it out, and he did like a mini series or something with like on Netflix or something as the Doctor, I think I would watch it, even though Doctor Who is so fucked up right now in terms of its continuity.
It's dead.
They'd have to do a reboot. Yeah,
It's dead.
They'd have to do a reboot. You'd have to maybe wait a few years. There's Dean Cain again. This is Ella Purnell from the Fallout TV series, amongst other things, and I thought that her eyes made her look good as a villain too, particularly in blue. Of course, she wears a blue vault suit on the Fallout show, so I put her in a lot of blue stuff here because I think she looks good in blue. But again, some of these are better than others.
JP thinks she looks high as fuck.
Yeah. I mean, her eyes are that way, so but she is pretty adorable. So some of these will work. Probably got too many of those of her here. But,
yeah, I'm starting to think you're obsessed with her in blue.
Yeah, I'm certain. I didn't realize I had so many. All right, so, I mean,
this is turned creepy, folks. He's a stalker now.
Okay, all right.
Farrah Fawcett.
So, Farrah Fawcett is She-Hulk. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but she was sort of the basis for She-Hulk, and especially when it came to She-Hulk's hair originally. So, obviously Farrah's not with us anymore, but I thought this was an interesting.
Okay, apparently JP's likes the Farrah Fawcett She-Hulk.
Well, who doesn't like Farrah Fawcett, especially when she was in her prime, on Charlie's Angels. All right, here's another dream casting: Michael Fassbender, aka my boy, as a Star Trek character of some kind. do that.
JP's apparently loves green cleavage.
Green cleavage for the win, right? The Castaways from Gilligan's Island as Star Trek characters. I thought that was kind of funny.
I could get behind Marianne.
Yeah, Marianne looks particularly good. Okay, Shifty Gizm says Pharaoh was my least favorite original Angel. I don't know. I liked Jacqueline Smith the best. In later years, I got to appreciate Kate Jackson, but yeah. So here's another doctor.
No, we don't need Thor as the Doctor.
I think that as he gets older, it might be an interesting choice, but obviously it would require a whole reboot for that. So, but anyway, oh shit, her again.
It's her again, folks. I'm telling you, this is not a good sign.
This is John Hamm as Mr. Fantastic, who I think they should have gone with. I think that Pedro Pascal sucks. I mean, the only thing he's good for is his voice in The Mandalorian. So this would have been the best choice. This would have been
I would have stuck with the one they had in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, he would have worked too. But I think given that John Hamm is good at playing a guy from the 1960s, we know that from Mad Men. I think that he would have been really good. But, oh shit!
Another one, folks.
Ella Purnell as an Endorian again. Okay, here's Gina Carano as a security chief or a security officer in the TNG type era.
Yeah, I'd let her hold that against me.
Yeah. All right. Oh shit!
Another one.
I got too many of these. John Hamm as a TNG era character. I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta go grab something real quick. I'll be right back.
Or he couldn't have left it on the green titties for JP. I'm sorry. It's a trap. All right, who wants to place bets when he comes back that there's going to be another one of the Fallout chick coming up here shortly? You know what's going to happen.
Give me a second. All right, let's see here. There you go. Here's another
Matt Smith. Okay.
Another choice that would have been better for Mr. Fantastic.
Wait for it, folks.
All right, let's see here. Just going right down the line. John Hamm is Superman. Not exactly. If you wanted a dad bod Superman, he'd probably work. Okay, so this is another guy I'm kind of keeping my eye on. This is Patrick Schwarzenegger, obviously Arnold's son. He's in shape. He's not built like his dad. Has a fully American accent, and he kind of looks like his dad in the eyes. But I thought, wouldn't it be interesting, if he was playing something in Star Trek? This is him as the $6 Million Man, supposedly. And then if he ever wanted to play his old man's character, I think he would be a shoe-in for that. So I've got a number of different,
I don't know.
attempts.
I think he'd make a better John Connor.
Oh, yeah. Possibly. Stone Cold painting a painting. All right, so the other thing is, what if Michael Dorn was playing a Klingon from the TOS era? This is just me goofing her off. So, you got Worf in essentially the original series Klingon makeup, which he didn't. It's a little bit of a reddish color, and that's about it. So, all right, so that's all. That's what I got.
Yeah. Oh, I was wrong. No more of the Fallout chick popped up.
Well, I think you've seen enough for her. I mean, come on. Just an old man's fantasies.
He's got hundreds of them, folks, that we haven't seen. It's in a special file somewhere. He's got her nude and everything.
Right. Well, if you want to see her nude, apparently she was in some British show where they show her in the shower. But I mean, you have to have BritBox or something to watch that, and I don't want to pay for that.
50 said Warp should have been OJ in that OJ trial series. Dang it. Darren's folders are usually huge.
How would Shifty Gizm know that?
I don't
Is he
know,
somebody? Is he somebody that I know?
but shifty could be. You never know. He's pretty shifty. And Thomas Potts says, "What the fuck? Outside a window at work, two bunnies keep jumping at each other, and I'm pretty sure two birds just did the deed a few feet away from the bunnies." That's kind of random.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I probably showed off a folder from a while back. Yeah, that's yeah. I do have my Pixar parody poster folder if you want to look at that.
No, Parrot Head, this is just a continuation of the 24-hour stream. I just forgot to record all that in between part. Ba-dum-bum. JP says, "Wait till he breaks out the home movies."
Well, I do have more AI Star Trek if you want to look at that. Some of it's interesting. Since we're all
And the
fans.
home movies video always starts out with "Get by with a little help from my friends" by Joe Cocker's version. Just like the Wonder Years. So they syndicated the Wonder Years and totally fucked up the soundtracks.
Yeah, well, they only had that happens with a lot of shows that utilize popular music because they only had a license for X number of years. Like, for example, every time they try to put the Muppet Show on like DVD or Blu-ray, they have a problem because a lot of their musical numbers they don't have the rights to anymore. So some episodes are only like 7 or 8 minutes long because all those music numbers are gone. All right, so there's a guy on Twitter X named Starfleet Dreams, and he does some very good stuff with AI where he creates images like this one that take place in various eras, and then of course people like me come along.
There we go.
You know, and we try to animate them, and sometimes it's benign. You know, and
Well, she's trying to shoot something.
Sometimes it's less than benign. You know. You thought they were gonna. You thought they were gonna kiss, didn't you? Yeah.
They are gonna kiss. If you would hit extend.
Well, no, you can't do that kind of stuff with. So let's see, what era should we look at next? I mean, I like the Cage era, so maybe we'll look at that here.
How about the Enterprise J era? We get into some good Star Trek.
J era is not good Star Trek. What the
J era is a shit, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
So you like Enterprise, huh?
Okay. No, he's talking
I like J era.
JJ Universe.
No,
crap.
I'm talking about Enterprise J.
So
J era. The only time you ever saw the J ship was on Enterprise.
So what?
That's the only time.
So these are all AI animated, of course.
A starship so big, there's no turbo lifts. That's what I'm talking about.
I kind of like this
and J Universe gave reasons for freaking why they have they made everything simple with God damn it, Discovery. You just teleport everywhere. You have communicators that can do everything for you. That's J Universe right there. Going to different galaxies.
I agree with you, Thomas. A 3-minute scene is not an era.
No. What I was referring to was these are just animations. I wanted to show you these first, but I have different eras in the.
Thomas was referring to Pickles' rant about the J.
These are just still images, but again, I like the Cage era because this is what Strange New Worlds should have looked like if they had people there that cared about, you know, the. There we go. You know, you just have this aesthetic, but then add your newer special effects outside, but don't go crazy with the interior shots, the uniforms, and you know, you can have like better star fields out the window. People will accept that. But I mean, I love this aesthetic because I like how they all had their inner uniform, and then they'd have those blue jackets, right? That go over it when they went on away teams and stuff. This is more of a 50s feel than a 60s feel.
Sure, all the kids would love that.
Oh yes, LDG was supposed to remind you that new Disney Marvel series is going to have Mephisto in it.
Yeah, I heard you talking about something about Mephisto.
There you go.
Right now, I'm looking for Mephisto.
Look, she's having fun getting a ride.
I like how they recreated the mountains in the background from this. I have a feeling that that's actually from like a Western or something. They just tinted the light behind it blue for the alien planet. But I like that these uniforms you had the turtleneck kind of collars and were more like sweaters almost.
Hey, it looks like Picard is an alien.
Kinda, yeah. See,
Meyer lurks.
Yeah, they could have had something like this on the show. Interesting painting of a natural Klingon next to the TOS versions, and then we have another dinner party. Okay, so that's that folder. Let me grab the other one. Let's see, do you want TNG era or TOS era? Well, actually, TNG era is bigger, so let's just go with that one.
Yeah, you know, people think bigger is better. Where the hell's the Enterprise era?
I do have the Enterprise era too, but there aren't very many. All right, so some of these are just scenes. The guy created, you know, different characters for these. This one's kind of weak, but he has a whole series of ones where it's Livingston the fish looking out at somebody in Picard's office.
Alrighty then. Well, there we go. We got cleavage, even though it's kind of off kiltered and that cleavage is crooked.
When they're real, that happened. Now, I was supposed to be Janeway when she was like an ensign.
I like how she's
Janeway in her early days.
I like how she has hands of an 80-year-old.
Where? Oh, yeah. Well, she's pretty good.
Fish is thinking, "What the fuck you looking at me?" Oh, okay. We've got Frasier now.
I thought it was heel versus babyface, but you know, it's
Frasier.
Now that's supposed to be Janeway when she's like a lieutenant, and they took a photo of Kate Mulgrew, like a high school picture or whatever, and used that.
Should have took her a picture of her from Mrs. Columbo. That would have worked better.
Yeah, it would have worked. Yeah. Now, what's interesting is that you might be saying to yourself, "Well, hey, those uniforms didn't have a zipper down the front. Some of them did." There was the first batch of these uniforms you saw had a zipper in the front. It was a small one, and then those are the ones that the extras in the back wore, and then the main characters wore one that didn't have a zipper in the front. So now I kind of like this one because this is, of course, Captain Kyoto of the Odyssey, the first ship to be destroyed by the Dominion. Just seeing an image of him on his bridge while it's on fire before he gets blown up, I thought that was pretty good. Now, Ronnie Cox's character did have Livingston, cleared out of the ready room, but at some point he, still had him in there apparently, and that's where this picture comes from.
Picard with hair.
Picard with hair. This is assuming this is supposed to be like on the Stargazer or something. I'm assuming he's more cleavage for you there.
Well, JP doesn't like it because it's not green.
Here's a scene that we know had to have taken place when the Enterprise C got boarded by Romulans and they were taken prisoner. Something that we were told to happen but never shown. So.
Oh, Kronos, this is Memorex.
Woman putting on her boots. Looks like she's wearing scants. Deanna in her pilot, uniform. It's interesting that they had those short sleeve uniforms in the first season and they never came back. But, a little bit of a meme.
Oh, jeez. We've all seen this meme.
Yes, we have. And I think it's kind of clever, the idea with the transition between, the red uniforms and then the going back to the primary color uniforms. I thought that was pretty good. Yep, another nice twin bed there. Like sleeping alone.
I just like the twin bed head pillows.
Yeah, Orion's taking Starfleet officers prisoner. Now he's got a bunch of these with this character who's like this female captain who's constantly got like bed head and a cup of coffee in her hand, like this. I think that's kind of funny. A captain could get away with that if they wanted to, obviously, on even on Star Trek. But yeah. So heading up to the bridge with her, with her coffee mug and shit. That's kind of funny. Oh, here you go. Something a little more risque. Anyway.
Taking a bath, folks.
Yeah.
Nothing to see.
This one's kind of blasé.
Oh, it's party time.
Yeah. This must have been like when they had that disease, the Naked Now, when they had the disease that simulated getting drunk on the Enterprise.
This is what really happens in lower decks, folks.
And more season 1 scants with it. I like the fact that she's listening to a analog record player. Nice. Just a regular old smiling gal. Kind of like that one. So she worked herself to sleep.
I wonder if she hit herself in the face with a pad. That was part of last night's conversations, too.
Here's a meeting we never saw and should have.
Yeah, Beverly saying, "Get the fuck out of my med bay, bitch. I'm back."
Oh. And then Pulaski saying, you won't be 10% the doctor I was. Yeah. Now, I have to say something. Those are my favorite that's my favorite shuttle design from TNG. Those rounded little beetle looking things. They were so cute.
Look like mouses.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Crystalline entity attacking.
Yes.
Run with your puppy.
Yeah. We're all going to die. Turn into dust. There's, I don't think that's Janeway, but that might be an attempt at doing Janeway. Just another little join the balcony scene. Klingons eating and smiling.
Gawk. And eating gawk.
Yeah. And there's that image. This is taken from a blooper reel where Jonathan Frakes was chasing Tracy Lococo, who was was a very frequent background actor on the show, and also Marina Sirtis' stunt double. As a joke, he started chasing her through the corridor. They actually turned it into a little bit of a dramatic thing here. More from Coffee Woman.
There'd be coffee in that nebula.
Mm-hmm. These first season shuttles, I couldn't. These were shuttle pods, not shuttlecraft. They only did Impulse, but you got to have a few of those, I guess. Remember these guys? Season 1, Lonely Among Us.
Yeah.
Once again, check in scans, listening to an album. Here we go. Yeah, one more of these. This one looks a little bit more like Beverly, but the other gal doesn't look enough like Pulaski. But you get who it is. Someone in the brig.
Looks like Roe in the brig.
Nah.
No, you get closer, it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like this one because she's supposed to be, by virtue of her mug, on something like a Galaxy class ship. This is clearly not a Galaxy.
Well, no, she loves the Galaxy class because she's regulated to a damn freighter.
Because this looks more like, in terms of the walls and everything, it looks more like something you'd see on the NX-01, perhaps, except the windows are too small. Maybe it's more like a Voyager size. I don't know. Maybe it could be a viewport or a common area. But most people on a Galaxy class take their meals in their quarters because everybody's got a food replicator. They don't have to go to a central place to eat. These guys from one of the most celebrated episodes of TNG. Anyway. Oh, look out the window. They're decloaking. Something similar here.
Trying to get married here, folks. Stop interrupting.
One of those rare occurrences where, you got the sun pouring in through your window. All right, there's your gawk for you. The waitress brought you gawk. There you go, Deej.
Gawk is best served fresh while it's still moving.
Kronos says that was a crap episode. I'm assuming you're referring to the one with, Planet Wakanda.
Yeah, it was kind of crap to me, Todd. Meh.
Yeah, here we go. This is supposed to be Minuet in her Bourbon Street location. I only saw her twice on that show. Once was in a sort of a dream. So.
Nothing to see here, folks. I'm just chilling.
Tamok, the river Tamok in winter. There you go. She's even biting her lip. I kind of like this one. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
There you go. Green boobies for you.
So I don't know what this is doing in my TNG folder. I'll have to fix that later because this is obviously TOS. But yeah, green animal women. That's how they were described in the old show. Green animal women. Dr. Solar, who only appeared.
Hey, Solar, look who it is.
Yeah, but we kept hearing her name being called on the overcom. But yeah. Of course, the actress who played her was also Kalar, so they couldn't really bring her back after Kalar. So.
I liked her better as Endorian anyway.
We look for things to make us go.
It's lore reloaded, folks.
We like power.
Yeah, I swear we should have just threw them at the Borg. See if they would have fucked them up somehow.
You wonder if the Borg would have assimilated them.
We
Yeah.
Borg need go.
Om.
A nice planet. It's got jungle. Now this is an interesting one. This is supposed to be Ensign Riker on the Pegasus when the mutiny took place, with Captain Pressman behind him there.
Hey, kind of not getting his own back there. It looks like.
What's that?
It's like it looks like he's not doing a good job. You're about to get shot in the back.
I think those guys on the right, or on the right, are actually on Pressman's side too.
Oh, I thought he was the only one.
No. There was a number of officers that escaped into a shuttle pod before the ship appeared to be destroyed. Yeah. There you go.
I like the pencil phaser.
And that's the last of that folder. So let me see if I got any more here. That Enterprise era. Yeah, I got a couple, but they're not very
Now,
good.
boys and girls, we're going to go up to the X-rated AI of Darren's imagination.
No.
Here is the Deep Space Nine folder with Cisco, obviously, pointing to the Defiant. I call this one the Deep Space Nine folder, even though some of the uniforms are, because the uniforms are Deep Space Nine uniforms that were also used on Voyager. So I kind of combined Voyager and Deep Space Nine into one folder. But yeah, so I did like these uniforms. But my favorite ones were the ones with the color coordinated collars. And here's something we never saw either, that we heard him talk about it. Miles and Bashir used to go to the Holosuite and, protect Britain from the Blitz. and so, we get to see stuff like this. So talk about a co-op video game, right? Anyway. That's the uniform that I like the best. Is that one.
Yeah, I like those uniforms better too.
Yeah. When Deep Space Nine went to them, I was like, yeah. But, they look more clean and professional. They look, they have just enough of a military look to them. And they still have the zipper, of course. So got the zipper going on there.
Hi, Jill.
Hey, Jill.
AJ.
Yeah, you can tell that I kind of like these pictures. But all right, Ferengi arguing somewhere. We're obviously not on Ferenginar because it's not raining. But yeah, car dealership, whatever. That one again. Saw the animated version of this one earlier. Binars. This is they were another one of those aliens that we only saw once, but heard about a little bit afterwards.
Shifty thought they were on Tatooine for some reason.
Well, any desert planet reminds everybody of Tatooine. All right, so this obviously represents Paris and B'Elanna on vacation in some kind of half-assed suburban.
It looks like they're both driving.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's like 40 years later.
Yeah.
For her.
Well, I mean, the AI has to take a look. They often use the most recent looking pictures in order to create the characters. So, but
it's the twins.
Yeah,
hey, twins.
Cardassians in their original uniforms, the first time we saw them, those earth tone uniforms, before they switched to
they actually got Garrick on the screen.
Yeah, it looks like it.
That looks like it's trained off of Garrick, and then the one behind it looks like Bashir.
Yeah. So we got another. Okay, and that's the last
Yes,
one.
Kronos. That is Pickles.
So what else do I have? Anything else worth looking at? No. Let's see. TMP era. TMP era. Oh, I guess I got a few in the TMP era. You don't want to see those though. It's been the Darren show for at least a few minutes now. So
28 minutes, 38 seconds.
yeah. Oh, okay. This is a fun one though. I will this because this is short. This only has,
We knew he'd come up with another one, folks.
this is short. So this is called crossovers.
Okay, so
Something-
Starfleet meets aliens.
Yes, and I'm sorry. I would love to see this because I would be loving to know if using their tricorders they could figure out what those things are before they become dangerous, or would they, would Starfleet science be able to, cure the? I mean, you'd think with the transporter they'd be able to transport the embryo out of a person, or maybe transport the person and leave behind the embryo, something like that. But there's a lot of great questions there. The crossover we never got.
Hey, the fish is looking at the face hugger.
Yep, it's trying to get at him. It's funny. Shit.
It looks like a vagina with arms.
Well, it looks like a vagina, and those two sacs on either side look like testicles. It's kind of weird. Yeah. There's a lot of sexuality with the alien. And this one we saw animated earlier, an Andorian watching Star Wars Andor, and probably being disappointed. So, it's a happy face.
Trelane and Q.
Yeah, exactly. Both in their older uniforms. So I think that works out pretty well. Now I like this one a lot because the guys on the left are from Forbidden Planet. So which was inspiration for both the original series Star Trek and also to a slightly lesser extent Enterprise. The ball caps on Enterprise were meant to evoke the crew of the saucer in Forbidden Planet. So I do like this one where they kind of meet on the same planet and they're like, what the fuck? So that's the last one of that folder. So, all right, enough of sharing time here.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. That's correct. Oh, but I do want to show you one more thing though. Not an AI.
Oh no! Don't show us your penis.
No. This is interesting. I like architecture, and this is the Funko headquarters in I believe it's Everett, Washington. I love this building. I love this retro building. I love the fact that they got that retro sign on the side on the corner of the building. If you look here, they got obviously great big mock-ups of their Funko Pops, and doesn't this look like a fun place to go to work? I mean, but look at that sign that says Funko on the side there. It's got the little king thing. There's also a little what do they call that? With a skyway to go across. I don't know what's across the street, but and then there's a bakery right next door. You got to know when you go to work at a place like that, somebody's going to the bakery to get everybody donuts. I mean, and it just looks like a fun place to work. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-story building. Yeah, I thought that was adorable. I love that. Anyway,
Now I'm hungry.
now I'm really
so hungry for cookies.
Now I'm really done.
Okay. Till next time.
Yeah.
Shifty asks, where's the Lost in Space folder?
I'm not a Lost in Space fan like I am a Star Trek fan.
So no Lost in Space for you, Shifty. You want one? You have to go to Grok. I know I should buy cookies, but I was smart and did other things. Like get my phone turned back on. I did smart things. Grok, go to X, ask Grok. Even though you can't really get too much with it unless you're a blue check mark.
Who isn't a blue check mark?
I'm not.
Oh.
I'm one of the low lifes that doesn't have a blue check mark. Uh-oh, I just gave myself away having a phone against. Now I'm going to get a phone call from Kronos. And then I'll have to put him on air. Oh, God. LDG's watching the Bigfoot videos.
What? Oh.
It's my latest video.
People love saying, if there's no product, you're the product. Like that makes them deep, like that's the whole story. Nah, that's just the welcome mat. You're not the product, you're the pipeline. This isn't a store, it's an auction house for behavior. They're not measuring the products, they're measuring you. It's a vibe, right? Mindfulness, nature, freedom, but the data stream never sleeps. Even your chill is for sale. Wellness is the new window dressing for tracking you. They used to sell ads to get your attention. Now they sell your attention to feed the machine. And you're still looking at the glass. Every like, follow, comment, even just watching. It all teaches the system what to sell, who to show, and how to sell you.
Okay, you
Because in the
understand
end,
that these
you're
are
still the
supposed to be
product.
funny, right?
You think because you can choose, you're in control.
No,
But
he
every
doesn't
option is
understand that.
preloaded. And all of them
Hey,
still sell you.
This is damn good
You
for
don't need
AI
to change
video.
the product. You just need to change who owns
It
it.
expresses
It's one
myself.
switch. Flip it.
That was
No.
pretty damn good. Oh, wait, where'd everybody go?
Bye.
There we go. Wait, why is it still doing that?
Computer expert, ladies and gentlemen.
It's my damn show. I'm on top.
All right, but I gotta go. I got a meeting. I'll see you guys later.
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 And that was Darren Wagner, folks, and his folders. And that's right. Jill says, I already saw it. They live. I get it. He's trying to give us subliminal messages, but I have the glasses on. I saw them. I'll have a headache later when I take the glasses off, but I saw the messages. And Chrono said, later, submarine dude. We all live in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Well, Thomas asks, was that the message to unsubscribe from LTG? No. I think it was the message that everybody should put their foot up his butt before he can do it to you.
Wait for the next one. We got more to come, guys. I found out how to do some really cool shit with this AI.
More coming?
More coming. It'll be more entertaining too. Trust me. The first one was just a test, so I loaded it as like a, just a spokesperson kind of thing. But next ones are going to be actually funny.
More coming, folks. Remember that. As he wanders off to the bathroom, there's more coming.
Shut up.
Oh, he wandered outside now.
Time someone gives AI videos a good name. Oh, telling you, some of that shit is garbage.
Now, I just want to point out that Jill said, I already saw they live. I get tit. Get tit. She gets tit. want to point that
You
out.
already see They Live. What? Who's talking about They Live?
When you did that little thing, it was like one of them They Live things that had the subliminal messages hidden in it. Yeah, we already knew that.
Huh?
Watch the movie They Live. You'll figure it out.
That's the one with the glasses where people are like freaking. They're aliens or something, right? They're
Yeah,
lizards.
but if you look at every book and billboard and that, it had subliminal messages under them.
Oh, okay.
Your video reminded us of subliminal messages.
Ah, yeah, 'cause it is. It is subliminal messages.
There
They
you
they
go.
make you
So it's
think you
They
have
Live.
exactly. Okay, got it. Thank you. Well, you're living They Live. I mean, you might have seen it, but you're living it right now. So
No, because I have the glasses on. I can see what's coming, so I already know. And
yeah,
I
you
can
think
ignore
you
it.
got to upgrade your glasses. Unfortunately, we live in a world where obsolescence. You need better glasses now. They've
Obsolescence.
gotten too good.
The hell's
Obsolescence.
You said obsolescence, though. What the hell's
The act of
obsolescence?
obsoleting.
Obsoleting?
Yeah. When
It's
something
just
gets
obsolete.
obsolete, like you in 5 years. No, I'm sorry.
Well, you're giving me credit if you think I'm going to last 5 years.
That's why I said 5 years. It's actually kind of sneaking a compliment.
Babylon
You'll
B put
make
out
it.
a tweet. Babylon B put a tweet out. AI raises concerns as it asks everyone, "Are you Sarah Connor?" Sometimes a movie is just that, a movie. It's for entertainment, folks. Are you still drinking?
Nope. No, I finished drinking like a while ago.
Good boy. Don't need to be hungover.
Yeah. Nope. Too much to do. Too much riding on my continued existence.
Bill's gonna drink some water. Fireball. No, Kronos, I don't have to drink Fireball. Everybody's behaving tonight, so I don't have to drink it. That's the good thing about some nights. Everybody just wants to behave. Be nice. Not make me feel like crap the next day.
Oh, you're lucky I'm not rich.
I know it. I know how to pick the right times to live stream, so I can get by with this. But I still stick to my theory that water is not meant to be drank, it's made to be bathed in. That's why we have all these other selections of things to drink. What are you twirling around out there?
I like it's something I like doing. I like messing with these long metal bead things that you shut off the fan with.
Alrighty then. Random things I see on the stream. Didn't know I could see that well outside.
Yeah, I was
Yep.
surprised. I was just thinking if you even could see me doing this. I literally had that thought go through my head like a minute ago.
All right, Thomas, good night. Time to go harass Matthew on the Babylon 5 stream. Hey, that might be a good time for me to end the stream so
Ooh,
then
Babylon
people can
5.
go over and harass Matthew on his Babylon 5 stream. And
Nice.
I can get the hell off of the live stream because we've done a good hour and a half tonight. It's been a decent little stream. And you all head over to Life with Matthews and go harass him on his Babylon 5 stream and tell him I sent you. And he won't care, but you can tell him I sent you. I should be even nice enough. I should even put the link in there to what he's going to do. If I can find it, because everything pops up on my thing, and I got so much goddamn crap that pops up. I can't keep up with it. I'm very disappointed in your friend there, Jill, that's going to do the zombie stream. Very disappointed. He thinks that 28 days later, 28 weeks later, all that is a zombie movie, and it's not. I'm very disappointed. Someone that knows and claims to know about zombie movies, she doesn't know enough that it is not a zombie movie. Very disappointed. I checked her out today just to see. There you go. There's the link to Life with Matthew. It's going to start here in about 9 minutes. Go over and rate it. Go yell at it. Go yell at him. Tell him Deej sent you. Yes, it was a sad live stream, Kronos, but not every day is a really hyped one. So, want to tell everybody good night before we get the hell out of here? Pickles?
All right, guys, take it easy. Love you.
Pickles,
Always pleasure.
Does Pickles Foot want to say goodbye?
No, he's quiet right now. I can't lift.
Okay.
I can't lift him up that high right now. But next time,
I was going to see if you tried. Then I was going to see if you roll out.
I ate a very large.
I was just imagining you try to pick your leg up and you roll out and fall out of the chair, and I would have had a good viral clip and put up online.
I'm not feeding you that, and I'm not that. Yeah, you're not baiting me on that one.
I tried. Folks.
Later, folks.
I tried for you, folks. We're out of here, and you know what that means.
That's it, Deej. You're fired.
Screw you! You're fired! Fire! Fire! You're fired! Fire! 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 You're fired!
DJ Odyssey, how can I be fired? I'm not one of your wrenches, LOL. You're fired from talking to me and being my friend and being on my channel. Get the hell out of here. Go on, you go on, get the hell out of here.